Schizophrenia YouTube channel. My name is Robert Francis. I'm an LCSW who has lived with schizophrenia for 2.5 decades. That's a quarter century. I'm an LCSW who also who happens to work as a mental health talk therapist. So over the last couple of days, we've been talking a little bit about reality and what does that mean, because people with schizophrenia are often told they're out of touch with reality. The last video I mentioned tacit agreement, and those are agreements between members of society that are unspoken, and they entail, when you're in society, to be respectful of each other for the most part, and to be cooperative and not cause a commotion or a disturbance. So that's tacit agreement, between members of society that is unspoken. So the other day I'm at work. I work at a mental health facility, and the person was talking about, she's in her late 70s, she's talking about her parents who are talking to her. And her parents are deceased, and she was talking about the fact that her parents, her father was supportive. She was hearing the voice of her father, and she was hearing the voice of her mother, and she believed that she was communicating with her mother and father. Literally, that they were present in the room, and they were saying this and that to her, and so she believed that her deceased parents were talking to her. Her father was supportive, her mom was guilt-tripping her. So what is this? What are we encountering here? We're encountering our delusion. She might be hearing voices from her parents as well, but it's certainly a delusion. So how does that delusion break the agreement of tacit reality? And that's the question. And if you can discern the answer, as I'm sure you can, then you understand that when you're having a schizophrenia episode and you break tacit agreement, that the consequences of people maybe labeling you out of touch with reality will follow. So that's just one example of a person who was delusional, broke tacit agreement by saying something that didn't make any sense, really. It makes sense, but just not in the social realm. It made sense because she was talking to me, I'm her therapist, but just as conversation, didn't make any sense to convey that belief. So that's a break of tacit agreement. That's a break of being in touch with reality, and therefore it equals psychosis. So that's it for today. Did I ever tell you I wrote a book, called Unconquered Schizophrenia? See that bird right there? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out where the bird's flying. If you have any ideas where the bird's going, let me know. Probably south for the winter, right? All right, stay out of trouble, be well, and we'll see you next time.